Hello and welcome to D&D with High School Students presents The Vixens. Ladies, when we last left off, you had been on the road with Duke Charsane and translator slash historian
slash sexy girl
slash researcher, archaeologist Zara. And you came across a creature, a humanoid creature with very strange, foreign-looking features. A creature unlike any that you've ever seen. A humanoid, very sinewy, muscled humanoid with gray skin and no hair whatsoever, no body hair whatsoever. With a large prominent brow and a large jaw and underbite. And this creature was speaking in a strange language and seemed fearful of you. And when you invited the Duke to approach, the Duke seemed to understand what this creature was saying. And this creature stood up on one knee and bowed respectfully to the Duke. And that is where we pick up this very episode. So, the Duke is not more than 6 feet away now from this creature who has just bowed. The Duke smiles and holds his hand up, and the creature stands up very slowly. And now you see he's about the same height as Sorshe. Like he's tall.
Can I give him a hug?
Do you approach the creature?
Yeah.
He like looks at you, and then he looks at the Duke, and the Duke nods, and the creature just stands there.
That's like when I hug my brother.
He's like, I want to show him that I am welcoming.
Okay. You give him a hug, and he seems to not be sure about how to react to that. Like he does not reciprocate the hug. He just kind of stands there like a
That's okay.
like a tree.
That's okay.
He's not used to it.
And he like looks at you and looks at the Duke and then looks around and
Okay, can we tell the Duke to put the language spell on the creature?
do you say that?
Yeah.
The Duke is like, yes, this is a good idea. So for you can hear him to understand. Speak to us now and tell us how it is that you came to be here on this place. The gray-skinned creature looks around and he starts speaking, and then he stops because he like hears himself and he's surprised. And he says, I came from the vast expanse in the mountains.
Were you killing creatures?
No,
Were you a creature?
I was one of a group of mercenaries on Rakazin who followed a group of explorers. They found a tunnel underground with water that flowed quickly. The group of explorers went into this water tunnel and disappeared. The captain of my company asked for one volunteer to go after them, and I was chosen. I went into this tunnel of water, and it moved very quickly, and I lost consciousness. When I awoke, I found myself on the ground of this place, in the middle of rocky mountains and barren land. I have traveled very far. I have had to fight some creatures or run away from bigger ones.
So you haven't found your crew?
No, nor do I know how to find this water tunnel again.
There wasn't any water around you when you came to?
No.
Yeah, that's a shame.
That's
Sharsane seems to be like deeply pondering everything he says. And he looks up at the creature and he says, "Do you have a name by which you go?" "I do. I am Unak." "Unak, you can explain where in Arakazin you were?" "We were near the mountains of the ruins of the western coast. There was a great fortress long ago buried, and the explorers had found a secret tunnel into it. We had followed them."
Who's like our water goddess person?
Vusek?
Vusek? Should I like invoke the name Vusek?
I don't know. Why do you keep asking me that?
Okay, I do that.
How?
I'm like,
You just be like, Vusek! You just spurt it out?
yeah, I'm like, dang, sounds like Vusek really sent you on a wild ride. Sucks to suck.
Roll insight.
Sucks to suck. Insight. +5, 17.
Saying that name seems to have no impact on either Unak or Duke Sharsane.
So then
Like
I'm like-
neither one of them seem to like blink an eye when you say that. Like, like they don't even. Maybe you think they don't even know what that is, or
Okay.
who.
Then I say, who makes portals in your land? Because clearly that was a water portal. Like,
But didn't Duke say that he could use magic to like send them there if they remembered where it was?
Yes.
So like, can't we just send him back?
So
I want to ask
Help
Duke
them real
if he can
fast
do that.
and leave.
the Duke is like listening to Unak explain this. But more importantly, you see him like studying Unak, and he's like, "We should probably go to travel further along. This would be wise.
wait,
It could be dangerous here.
aren't we going to send him back?
Maybe in a
Would you
little bit.
like to come with us?
No.
Perhaps we can find a way to help you."
No, let's send him back home. If you has the power to send him back home, let's not bring him with us.
Well,
Sounds awful.
Ask him what he wants to do.
Yeah.
You see Unak like look at you all, and he looks back at the Duke, and he's like, "Why do these ones look strange? Are they of the Finoop?" And the Duke's like, "Does this one look strange?" And he points to Woe. And Unak is like, "No, that one looks like a human. But these, do they come from another place?" In a manner of speaking, but it is difficult to describe for you. Do you see me? Do I look like a human? Or do I look like this one? Unak looks between Woe and Tetra, and he shakes his head. He's like, "No, you are one of the Lan." Duke Sharzane nods. He's like, "I suspected this. You should come with us. We will find a way. Come, let's go." Unak nods, and he like falls into step. And the Duke starts walking, continuing walking north.
What's his name?
Unak. So as you're walking, the Duke explains to you. After a while, by the way, you notice like you're walking in quiet for a long time, unless any of you wants to do anything specifically.
Can I like?
Is it just our normal traveling that we've been doing?
Am I leading
Yeah,
the group
and by the
again?
way, like Zara was like writing all this down in her journal, and like she was like, "How do you spell that?"
Am I leading the group again?
Yeah, so you're like trying to.
Okay, yeah, then I'm gonna be by myself. I'm gonna be like 60 feet ahead of everyone.
Okay, but what you notice that's strange is like, The Duke doesn't speak to Unak for a while, and then after a while, you notice he says something that you guys understand. He's like, "Can you hear me, my friend? Do you understand my words?" And Unak's just walking. Like,
Can
So-
I, really fast, can I
yeah.
pull the Duke aside
Mhm.
and be like, listen, don't invite people to our party without discussing it first. Essentially.
I understand what you are saying.
Like, it's okay, but like, don't
There
do
is
that.
a reason for it, which I will now explain. Now that my friend does not comprehend your language, I wanted to explain to you first before I try to explain to him. I believe that this one who is named Unak, he is of a race from Arakazin called the Nizak. The Nizak are not here on Nuwofotmai. They came from Arakazin. But you see how he looks different. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
This should not be
Looks different than what? What are we
from
comparing
anyone
to?
you have ever seen.
That's because he doesn't come from here.
Yes.
Right.
But
Which you
But when
explained.
I and my brother and the others came,
they like change.
when Nuwofotmai was made,
Mhm.
we were changed. So to you, I look like one of her.
So did you used to look like him?
No.
Because on the Rakazine, you were two different races.
He looks, he,
Yes.
when he looks at you, he sees what you actually are.
Yes. This is very strange.
So we see something.
You see me as like her.
Is it because he came
He
over
can
by
see.
accident?
He can see me for true form.
What is that, by the way?
Could you show us?
I cannot.
Can you
He already,
describe it?
showed, he already told us that he
I-
can't.
Can explain is like more like this, but bigger and with wings.
So you can fly?
Yes.
Can we see it?
I cannot do here because
But he can see your true form, which means that
he can see.
this is just like a
I think
thing,
he
right?
can see like if this was like clothes, he can see the true form inside. But
So
true
he
form is
actually
not
has-
here, so is
Mm.
why you cannot see.
so he's still
What is
delusional.
very strange is he can see me.
So, do you think that he came over by accident without them like being able to change him? Because he said that he.
Who's they?
You
Like
you
the-
hear
the
him
gods
say you
people.
hear him say that he come over. If he come here is not at same time when Nuwofotmai was made, not at same time when me coming. I think he coming more recent.
So that means that Arakazine still like exists.
Yes. You hear him say where he find fortress on western coast. Nuwofotmai was taken from western coast.
Oh, so it's like a continent split.
This, me think, is maybe why he finds some, how he described water tunnel, which bring him here.
Just sounds to me like a fancy portal.
I don't.
If
think
he
it
woke
is. I
up
think
somewhere
it's like
there's
a-
no water, he woke up from
I think.
his head injury and there's no water around him.
Yeah, it's probably like a flood or like a hurricane or something.
Or a magical portal that closed after he
Exactly.
That's
a
true,
portal.
I guess. But like, I don't know. I feel like that would be weird if it was recently.
What he say about following explorers, that explorers go in tunnel first. This may mean are others who come more recent to Nuwofotmai from Arakazin.
Mhm.
But maybe is only one way to coming and not go back.
But didn't you say you could send people back?
If you have artifact
Oh, okay.
Right.
with godstones
So
and
to
you know
send-
ritual, you can open to go back. Is can be dangerous though.
So how are we gonna help this dude?
The Nizok are servants. He will follow me. They are servants with no gods. I think he follow me because maybe we can find way back. But first must find them.
Yeah. How far away are we from the wherever we're going?
Days.
Okay.
Why can't we just travel there with your special thing?
Because it's like a whole ritual. Like we need all the stones to do it. And it's like an artifact from like where you want to go. And you have to have been there before too, right? Didn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
So I think onward is the
Yeah,
best move
we just need to
as
keep
of
going
right now.
forward.
So he's gonna like listen to us then, right? Like he's just not gonna be a problem. 'Cause
Will we have like
it's
enough
good. Okay.
food and stuff and materials to?
We can get more if we need.
Okay.
Nizok
We're fine.
are incredible, strong, very, very great endurance. Can walk for hundreds of miles with very little water or food.
How is he with fighting?
Nizok is very strong. You
Okay.
give weapon, Nizok will smash.
I'm
This
not
one,
bad.
you see, he look maybe 20, 30 years old.
Okay.
He's in prime.
Okay.
Nizok don't live long.
What?
Nizok don't live long.
So he'll die soon.
Yeah.
So
More
it won't be a
like
problem.
humans.
We'll just. Should we just keep going then?
Exactly.
Yes.
Let us.
You guys travel until it's dark.
Keep-
Much darker than dark. It's like midnight.
Can we keep going?
Well, you're tired, and some of you have spells that you probably want to rebuild. So
Okay, fine.
make one survival check for me
I
to
say-
find a safe place to sleep.
I say we sleep for like 5 hours.
We can do 2 just in case.
11.
20. What's 19 plus 8?
A lot. You find a great clearing in the rocks where there's like some overhang shelter and it's dry. You guys build like a very small fire so that it doesn't like draw attention because it's a little bit cooler at nighttime and you're also at a slightly higher elevation. Remember that you're just like kind of on the edge or like the verge of the mountains. You haven't really gone like up. You're just kind of skirting the edges. So you build a little fire, you guys set up your camp.
I hunt for some meat.
Make that roll.
Squirrels, specifically, because I'm a good hunter. What am I adding?
Your survival.
12.
Okay. You come back with like some rodents, but not a lot of food.
Okay. And then I also pass around some bread.
Okay. Anything that you offer to the Nizok, he consumes. Like, as if he hasn't eaten in maybe several weeks. Like he's like.
Well,
like
I
you're
give him
"Here's
one
a chunk
rat.
of bread. And you notice, by the way, his jaw like, it's almost like their jaws are
Like snakes. with
unhinged. Like he's like, ha, and like his jaw just opens up and he's like, bread.
Like a
Just
trap
Just
door.
like inhaling it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, I give him one rat and one slice of bread.
And like after you like portion out all the rat meat and you're like you've got like a pile of like
Why is it rat
bones
meat?
and
I
other
only
like
eat possum.
Rodents.
rodents. He like grabs the bones and he like splits them open and he like digs
The
out the
marrow.
marrow with his lower
What a
fangs.
chef.
All right, then I'm like, damn, my man's hungry. So I set out some traps outside to like,
Okay.
get some.
So over the course of the night, you guys rest. In the morning, anybody who was injured is now healed up. And those of you who have spells, concentrate, meditate, and pray for the redemption of your spells.
Okay. I'm gonna go hunting again,
Okay,
and I also get all the food from my traps.
let's have a roll. Your traps yielded nothing.
Nothing.
Now make a roll for hunting. Now that's a clutch roll.
23.
You bag like a big mountain goat,
Ooh.
and you bring it back and skin it,
That's a delicacy.
and you're
I'll eat
roasting it like while everybody
The
gets
skin,
up.
the skin I give to the guy.
Yeah, he like
Why are you?
he like
He'll eat anything.
he does the bone marrow thing again,
He's a big man.
and
He wants the skin.
In the brain.
She's feeling-
you cook a bunch of the meat.
I give him the eyeballs
and-
too.
And like anything that you don't
Like
eat,
gushers.
you leave over the fire to just like smoke for a little while longer, while everybody does their prayers and meditations and stuff, and then you pack up. So you guys hit the road, and you're traveling again for hours. Hours go by and you see nothing, and then you hear, not see, you hear the sound of buzzing, like bzzz, like it's kind of far away at first.
Stop staring at me.
Do you hear me?
Is it like a bee?
It sounds like many bees, but it sounds far away. That's the odd thing.
All right, that doesn't sound like our problem then.
Well, it might be.
It sounds like it's coming to the east and like up the mountains.
Is there anything that can make that noise that's not?
I'm
You
gonna
make a
turn on.
nature check.
I'm gonna turn on bark skin.
Yeah, sure.
I turn on bark skin,
17.
Bill.
Okay.
Bark skin.
17.
You're like, being a person of nature, you're like, huh, that's odd. That's a really loud buzzing for insects to be coming from something farther away than what I could see.
Oh my god, is it locust?
So there must be something bigger that makes that noise, and you're thinking
Giant
about
wasp.
it. And you see
You totally just assumed that.
you see like a cloud, like a dark cloud descending the mountains slowly, kind of coming towards you guys.
It's the wasps,
Them.
I love cicadas.
the locusts, the death bringers of
Imp.
plague.
It's a bunch of monarch
What do you
butterflies.
guys do?
Uh,
It's moving slowly towards you, but you feel like if you just stand there and wait, it will be there.
All right, guys. Here's the plan. Here's the plan. So everybody, get out something you can burn and start like having like a big fire.
Why? Doesn't smoke
That is
attract
no,
them?
No,
no,
smoke
that's
won't
smart.
make it leave. We should
Yeah.
start a fire. Why would we just?
Bro, fire,
Genius.
fire skills, with my fire breathing skills, can I just like breathe fire?
Sammy's.
You could maybe do that.
I didn't get mine.
Okay.
'Cause I
Okay, so
didn't bend mine.
can I
So
roll?
the Duke looks up at that and he's like, what are these flying creatures who come towards us?
We don't know. So we're kind of scared. Not gonna lie. We're gonna start a fire. So we start a big
You don't
fire.
stop fire.
Should I-
Let's see.
should I try
My
to
survival
practice their
check
magic?
yields a 2 plus a 5.
that just like
That
a
is a
waste?
7.
They're too far away.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick up like a big branch that still has like leaves on it, and I'm just gonna do one of those things with the
Okay.
rocks and stuff and try to start a fire.
Yeah, so you start doing that, and the Duke looks at your attempt, and he points his finger and blows out fire from his finger.
Okay, I'm gonna breathe fire out of my mouth.
Okay. You start a branch on fire. So you guys have like these leafy branches
Yeah,
of
I'm
like
a fire
scrub
breather.
bushes, and they're all like you're actually succeeding at like making fire and smoke, right?
Like nothing.
And you notice that the black cloud's getting closer and closer, and Sharsane turns to
Oh,
Unak and he
Chicky, do you want to do
he
pass without a
says
trace?
something in their language, and
Do
Unak
pa-
looks up and he
Do pass
nods.
without a trace.
I use that.
Can I pull a pass without a trace?
I don't think we
Please.
need
Who are
that
you hiding
necessarily.
The bugs.
I've been trying to hide.
Your brain.
I don't think
Doesn't
we
work
need that. I don't think we need that right now. I think we should probably figure out what it is, so that way we know what to look out for.
Why doesn't it work that way?
Also, if it's not bad, it could be helpful.
Now we can only say
What you guys see now as they get closer,
Did they like form into like
17.
Okay,
singular
let
shape?
they are
School of fish
insects,
from Finding Nemo.
but they're not like insects. They're like insects that are the size of like a crow, and they have cute. No, they're not cute at all. They're
No,
ugly.
pixies aren't cute. Pixies are mean.
I want you to imagine like
Wait, they're pixies?
No,
if you
I said
crossed a
flying
cockroach, like a flying cockroach with a bee. So it has a huge stinger in the front. And they're swarming towards you guys. Swarming.
No one told
And they
me
will
this
be
was
there
happening.
in 20 seconds.
I pass without trace. Why can't we do
Yeah,
that?
that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, where are you gonna go?
We're gonna keep walking.
Underground.
Anywhere.
So I want to explain why it won't work. Imagine that you're in an airplane and below you are
I'm gonna pull out my
a
breastplate
squad
and
of people.
hide.
Yeah.
And there's no cover. This is open, rocky area. There's no,
Oh yeah, with Pass Without a Trace, you need shadow, don't you?
Oh shit.
there's nothing to pass to.
Oh.
There's nowhere
Wait,
to go.
no, that's shadow
I'm
stuff.
sorry.
Could we just be like invisible?
No, I mean,
Invisibility
regardless of shadows, like there's nowhere to go. Where are you gonna pass to?
That's true. Okay.
I'm gonna throw this at your head.
Fuck.
Oh,
I have so much energy.
no. Okay. So,
So I have time to like figure out their weaknesses, like using my history.
I feel
Just
very
like
scared.
know what.
yeah, you get one roll.
I feel really scared.
Stop, you're being so loud.
You fail. All right, time to roll initiative, ladies. D20, add your initiative bonus. The bugs are coming.
19.
19.
13.
19.
Reagan, stop it.
What's initiative?
Can I like throw a bomb at him?
19.
I
Who,
had
anybody have
13.
over a 19?
I have 18.
Okay. You get to go first, 19.
20 something?
I had a 13 and she had a 9.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we doing? Are we attacking them?
They're going to be attacking you this round if you don't do anything.
Okay. How can I do something? What can I do that can affect a large group?
I don't know, look at your
Thanks.
spells.
What does Blast Sense do?
Oh, Flaming Sphere would be the one you
I'll
want to
do
use,
Flaming
buddy.
Sphere. How?
It says how many dice to roll.
How does Hunter's Mark work?
You
Flaming
choose
Sphere.
Yeah.
Page 242.
Where's the book?
Yeah, I need a book,
Do you
Bill.
have a book?
Can you please provide
That
a
is
book?
a great.
All right.
5.
All right, so all of the, because you're going before them, you basically materialize this flaming sphere kind of like right in front of where they're flying into, right? So this like swarm is like, ah, and like half of them get burned up like right away. Not totally dead, but like scorched, right?
Yeah.
And they split off, and what it does is it kind of like sends them like into a frenzy. So like
They
they
split
go
up.
around it, they turn around or the sides, but a few of them keep like zooming at you guys, right? All right, so you had a 19. Who had an 18? 17. You had a 19? Do you have any ranged attacks that you can do?
Arranged or range?
Range, like
Okay,
from far
right.
away, because they're still 60 feet away.
Gotcha. I do not think that I do. However,
You're taking defensive maneuvers.
the one,
Stunning strike.
yeah.
You're gonna wait until they get right next to you and then be like, pop.
Okay.
I'm
never
one of
mind.
them.
What does step of the wind mean?
I don't know. Look it up.
I have
All
my
right.
bark skin on, by the way. I already
Okay,
told
yeah,
you
you
that.
said you were doing that. All right, Amanda, you had 16. What do you
Yeah.
do?
Wait, I had
What
18.
is uncanny
Well, what are you doing?
dodge?
I thought you said you were gonna do bark skin.
I said that way before we even
Listen to
started like fighting.
Listen to me. I'm
Can I-
talking. What
Can I
is-
do something that doesn't necessarily have to do
So
with
I'm
any
gonna
of my
take
spells?
my
You're not listening
longbow.
to me.
I'm gonna put it on fire. I'm gonna shoot 3 arrows.
Okay. Pause. What is it that you want to do that doesn't have to do with combat?
Start a circle of fire around
Okay,
our
so
group
you're
of people.
taking like the branches, the smoking branches. Okay. Shoot your arrows, and then Amanda goes. Miss,
Well, I have to add my thing first.
I know what your thing is. It's not that good.
What is my thing?
Whatever it is, that 4 ain't gonna be a hit. Trust me. That'll hit.
What's my plus? What am I adding?
For your longbow,
Yeah.
your dex plus proficiency bonus.
Dex plus proficiency. So 3, 11?
Yeah, miss.
Miss?
So the 12 hit. So roll one of the arrows. Roll one of the damage for the arrows. The D8 damage.
Oh, D20. I'm keeping that for later.
No, you can't. That's cheating.
Sorry.
Wow.
Okay, so 6,
Plus 5.
11.
No,
No,
plus 2.
yes.
7.
Plus the fire. Okay, so one of them drops out of the air.
Only
All right,
one?
you're up.
No,
You
but
only hit one.
I thought arrow should go through more than just one.
Oh,
Okay, are they like close to us at this point?
no. So you would have to do a ranged attack, which would
I
be
don't
like
know.
a bow or throwing a dagger or something like that to kill
But
one.
what is uncanny dodge? What is
That will allow you to not take damage when they attack you.
Oh, okay. Then,
Is there
can
any
I
damage done?
just use my short bow then? I
Yes, shoot away.
guess? Okay.
That
wait.
is within your range.
So, that's 7. Wait, I don't know how to do it. It's this
What's the
one
plus
and
next to
then
your short bow say?
6. So 17.
Yeah,
plus
that hits.
6. Okay. And then,
Roll damage. So it's 1d6.
what is that? Is that this one?
No, it's
That's-
square.
Oh, wait a minute. You're attacking them first. You get your sneak attack damage.
Shoot advantage.
Roll 4d6. Roll all of the square dice and add them up. Oh, slow it down. That's a lot of dice. How many do you have in your hand right now?
4.
Okay, that's it. Roll them all.
It's just a small hand.
Roll them all, add them up, and then don't forget to add your damage bonus.
Okay. So 5, 10,
Yep.
14.
You
What?
murder one out of the sky.
Just one
Sick.
again.
How many are there?
Like 300.
Okay. Let me explain gaming mechanics. When you roll and you hit something, that's a one thing. Unless you're doing something that is a group effect. An area effect, like a flaming sphere, a
know
ball of
what?
fire, does more damage.
These are big things
Okay.
too. An arrow is
All
only
right,
going to pierce one.
mantra. What did you have?
Okay, so I have.
Wait. What was your initiative? Duke Charzane goes before you. Okay. You see he begins casting a spell.
We'll have to
Now
have
it's
to
your turn.
take turns.
Okay, so I have Shield of Faith, but can I cast it on a whole group? Like all of us? Because this is a creature of my choice, not plural. 1. Okay. And then I have another question.
Do it for yourself.
Fuck that. I have Thunderous Smite. Is there any way I could like make that affect more than one of them? Or like, could I use it to like scare them away?
Normally, no, but yes. I will say that when they get to you, if you use Thunderous Smite on your attack on one of them, the effect might affect the adjacent ones. So it'll
So
affect
I want
maybe
them to
more
be
than
a
one.
little bit closer.
They'd have to be close enough for you to swim. They're still 60 feet away.
That's not
That's
close.
why none of them are
What am I
attacking you
supposed
now.
to do? What am I'm all I
Do you
have
have
is
a bow?
sword. No, I have a sword.
She's going to lose her sword.
Fine, I guess I'm just gonna prepare my sword and get ready to cast Thunderous Smite.
Okay.
Okay. That was
No, you should have done the
Unox
protection
grabs
spell
two
on someone else.
decently sized stones, like the size of watermelons, and then he starts throwing them.
After we win, can you smash one on his head?
Hit. Miss.
So how many does it kill with the one big stone?
1.
What the?
Because they're the size of crows, dude.
Dude,
These
they're
are
big. They're not little tiny
insects.
bugs. They're huge.
I
Like
know,
imagine
but still,
giant
an arrow
cockroaches
that's
the
on
size of a
fire
crow.
should go through more than just one.
Cockroach
No, it
the
won't.
size of a crow with a long bee stinger. Okay,
How many are there again?
their turn. They're- They go full. All right, so remember how I said Abby's flaming sphere like split them? They
Does this make the difference?
1/3 of them go around the flaming sphere and continue. But the other ones split off. So this next round, after you guys go, 1/3 of them will be attacking you. All right, so back to the top of the order. You can move with concentration. You can move your flaming sphere into another group of them.
How far away from us are they now?
You can move it anywhere between.
No, I know. How far are the,
Oh, they're closer.
like,
Yeah. So the only way you could stop them again or deflect them again would be to move your flaming
okay,
sphere
I'm going to do that then.
closer to you guys.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, now roll the damage again first, the 2d6. And then they're going to make
8.
a dex save, which they fail radically. So, how many more of the 12? So 2 more die immediately, and 4 are now also burned and will be dead soon. Okay, Goyles. The next person in initiative order is you.
What'd she get?
Gotcha.
She tied Abby. She had a 19. So now they're close enough where you could run up and jump and attack.
Okay, so theoretically, if I do my strike, it's like the force of it will impact more than one?
Maybe.
Question mark? Okay.
Well, so she just split more of them off, which is a good thing for you.
Yeah.
But there's still 8 of them coming at you guys. So go ahead and roll for your first strike.
Plus anything or just?
Plus your unarmed strike. What's your bonus? For fixed. Look, plus 7.
Oh.
Yeah, 25. That's a hit.
Yep.
Roll damage. What does it say?
Roll damage book.
What's your fist damage say?
Oh, 4.
Roll. 1d6 plus 4. 5. So you hit one of the ones that was semi-burned from her sphere, and like your fist goes through its carapace, and you have like bug guts on your fist, but it's dead. Roll your second attack. That's a hit. 15's a hit. Roll.
5 plus 4.
That's also a death.
Nice.
Now you have bug guts on both of your fists.
Cool. What do they look like?
It's burning. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
There was a part of me that thought it'd be awesome if it was like poisonous. But,
What
that's
color?
evil.
I have
what color
protection
is
from
it?
poison.
It's like a gross, like yellow
That's
and
what it sounds like.
brown ooze kind of.
Okay.
All right, next up, are you shooting more arrows?
Okay, I have Hunter's Mark.
On one of the ones that's wounded, that's semi-burned, or like a clean one?
I have Hunter. Can I just put Hunter's Mark on all of them?
No. Oh my God, I said it's a mark. It's
Okay.
not Hunter's Marks.
Well, I have my bark skin, so I'd be good from stings. So I might just.
Are you shooting a
like, I'd be
wounded
chilling.
one or a not wounded one?
No, I'm going to take my morning star and I'm gonna go ham on a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? Like.
That's what that weapon is for.
Yeah, that's what that weapon
Okay,
is
roll.
for.
Slow zoom.
You get 2 attacks. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's a gym moment.
I attack.
Yes.
You don't even know.
Is it a 14
I have an
total?
8 attack
Okay,
bonus.
so what's the total? 13? That's a miss. Roll. Once again. you
13.
missed. Yep, you missed.
Same number
You set down your bow, and then you get your morning star out and you start swinging around, and the swarm is just flying around you. They're too fast, and you're just getting mad. And it is at this time that you begin to question your choice to be a ranger, and maybe you should have been a barbarian. But that's another topic altogether. All right, Amanda. Meanwhile, they are now close enough. You can continue shooting with the short bow, or you could drop your bow and go ham with your blades, your choice. But make that choice within the next 8 seconds because my tolerance for indecisive people is dwindling.
Okay, I use my dagger. I go.
Go.
Okay.
You were gonna like throw it across.
No. Oh.
That's a miss. Roll the second one.
God, if we die.
That's a hit. Now roll your dagger damage, which is the D4.
Just one.
Okay, second grader. Like I didn't see you tilt it. Let me give you disadvantage on your
Wait,
next
is it
roll.
just
The gods are
one?
angry with you. You know who the gods are?
Or do I do 3?
You're such a narcissist.
Wait, is it just 1?
Yeah.
Bill,
D4.
why did you post about being a narcissist? the other day?
Because we were having a
Total?
conversation about that. And he likes to
Well,
flex. and he's narcissist.
what did I?
What's the D4? What's the pyramid say?
It's a 20.
Wait, I didn't roll that though.
No.
You moved it. I don't
Pick up
remember
the
what
pyramid dice.
The pyramid. Pyramid.
That's the D4. Roll
Oh.
that one for your damage. Now what does it say?
1.
That's fine, but your dex is what's your dex bonus? Something stupid like +4?
Plus
3?
6, asshole.
Okay. See? See?
There.
So you kill one of the burned ones.
Oh, okay.
You finish it off.
Nice.
Okay. Now you're up, Paladin lady. You better swing that big sword because there are still
I'm gonna.
9
how,
of them
okay,
descending on you
how,
this
How
round.
close
I
is
thought
the
there
next
was
one to
only
me?
8 before we killed
You
them.
can
I
attack
thought there was
twice.
like 300.
There-
I thought it was like a
No,
cloud.
that's a third. of them that are attacking us right now.
Okay.
That's just a
So,
third.
hey, I want to cast Thunderous Smite on my longsword, and I want to do that and hit both of them, and then I want to hit the ground so that it thunders and it scares them.
Okay. Roll the first attack.
I
Why
got
take
the power
it
of God
easy?
and anime
See,
on
that's God. That's God punishing you
The power of God.
for
That was
defying
such
me.
a good. Can I roll again?
All right, the second. No,
God,
you missed the
anime.
first one, but you swing the second time.
was
You get
funny,
two
though.
attacks. You're a paladin.
Reagan, I'll
Swing
say
the
it again
second
if you
time.
relax.
And the second
15.
time you hit.
God and anime.
Now, roll your damage, your weapon damage. Don't forget to add in your
didn't say
bonus
it all.
listed under your sword, and add in your smite, thunderous smite bonus damage.
8, and then I don't know what my Thunderous Smite is.
You know what this is?
There's a book.
This
I
is
know it's
this is a book, and under the letter T is where we will find thunderous smite.
Oh, I just had it open and then I was.
You were angry and you closed it.
You're right.
That's what happens. What happens when you're angry.
Do you see what happens, Abby?
That's what you did.
All right, now,
Yeah. And
Monkey
guess what?
Girl,
It didn't
you roll
work.
2d6,
Something different next round.
2d6 additional damage.
So 8 plus
Yes.
6.
Let me just read this to all of you. So it's dead. Good job. The first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during this spell's duration, your weapon rings with thunder that is audible within 300 feet of you. And the attack deals an extra 2d6 thunder damage to the target. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away. So the one that you hit just explodes in a cloud of guts. Imagine like a water balloon exploding in your face, but it's not a water balloon, it's a gut balloon.
Why are we talking about guts so much?
There's bug guts. Your face is like the windshield of a car that made a cross-country trip.
You rearranged them guts, so. You did that.
But wait, and
All up in the book.
some of them
hear
get
blood.
pushed away because they failed.
That's what, yeah.
3 of them get pushed away. So
Kind of.
this brings us down to a mere
Makes me want to throw up.
5 that are left to attack you all.
But did the thunder scare any of them?
Oh, but our man.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Our man. What's
5,
his name?
6, 7.
Gonok.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, coincidental. So let's see whether or not they hit you. What's your armor class, Beth?
Wait, what about?
18.
Hit. You take 6 hit points of damage, and you have to make a con save.
Pencil.
Oh, sorry. I'll give you one with an eraser. See, several of them don't have erasers
I'm gonna
because there's a special
eat them.
person at the table who has to peel off all the erasers.
I take 6.
That's not OCD at all.
I take
It's
6.
ADHD. One
Okay.
of your mental
Take 6.
illnesses.
Yeah, take 6, and you have to make a Constitution
Bill, you
saving
have
throw.
OCD. You should know.
See
As
the
I literally
Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
You get a plus
folded
to
it
roll.
in. I was like,
So you get plus 3.
Okay, roll.
What about
You
the
gotta get
Duke?
higher than a 14. Oh, Beth is poisoned.
No. I have protection from poison.
Do you?
Yes.
Look it up.
I.
And out of all the ones to attack,
Meanwhile,
you
I'm
chose the
sorry,
right
that
one.
was one attack. Do
Wait,
you have a question?
Yeah. Aren't the Duke and
Yes, they're in this pool as well.
yeah, but aren't they supposed to go before we get
The
attacked?
next, they are. The Duke is casting a very powerful spell.
really
It
hungry.
takes time.
Yeah, but
If
what
he's
about
interrupted and he
about
breaks his
eating at a friend's
concentration, he blows that spell.
what about other man? Big
He
five.
gets to throw rocks,
He already threw the rock.
but he comes after the bugs.
Oh,
All right,
I thought
who
he
is
came
the next
before.
victim of the second attack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, poor Unak. Unak also takes damage, but he clutch succeeds on his Constitution saving throw. All right, the third attack is a miss. Fourth attack is probably a miss. Fifth attack could be a hit, depending on who it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Duke. That's a hit. And now the Duke has to make a con saving throw, which he fails. The Duke is poisoned and is taking damage.
oh no.
Yes.
I have Aura of Protection, and I also have protection from poison. Can I cast protection from poison on myself? And Aura
Almost.
Of
I
protection
have
on
to
everyone
determine
else?
the next person. 1, 2, 3, 4.
trying
You're
to save
attacked
everything.
again. You take 4 more damage.
Oh, BB.
I still have 69.
1, 2.
Reagan.
Reagan. What's your
About to
armor
make me
class
act
with
up.
Barkskin?
I don't know. What does Barkskin add?
Okay.
Eight.
You are going to take.
Wait, no. Hold up, man. I will figure it out.
My guess is that it's not 18. Am I right?
Wait, I have a 14 here, and then Barkskin, you have a bark-like appearance, and the target's AC can't be less than 16, regardless of what kind of armor it's wearing.
Yeah. So an 18 hits you, which is why you take 5 hit points of damage. Write that down with your pencil. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw versus poison.
Constitution saving versus
Yeah.
poison.
So that's a fail.
We're getting so badly
This
today.
is so
Over
satisfying
Sina.
for me.
You take 2
sorry.
more damage, and you are poisoned. So every round you're going to have more damage for the next 4 rounds. All right, the last attack is, well, could be a hit, depending on who it's on. 1, 2, 3. Amanda, what's your armor class?
16.
Okay, that's a miss. All right, they are done. Now Unak can throw 2 more stones. Unak smash, miss. Unak smash, hit.
Not
Oh.
smash.
Oh, I was hoping.
3 + 3 is 6. He kills another one. Yes? Top of the order.
A beat.
You're up. Now, this is what's happened. So, a group of them got broken up from your first flaming sphere. Then you move the sphere again, they got broken up again. Now, the ones that in the first breakup, they like circled around.
Oh no.
Some of them fled, but some of them are coming back at you guys. You can move the sphere to right above you guys, obviously not to burn you, but to prevent some of them from attacking you. And that will also affect any of the ones that are already up there as they're
Okay,
they're
I'll
there.
do that.
Okay. Roll 2d6 for damage. The higher, the better. Okay, that's very good. Some of them escape with minimal damage. Yeah, actually, so they all get burned, but none of them die this round. Okay. You're up. Cha-cha. Attack.
I'm gonna do.
Let's dance.
I'm gonna do one of those ninja kick flips up, spin around to try to get as many as possible with my leg. 360.
Good.
360. Oh, brother. Add what?
Why are the rolls so bad?
You're very
This
close.
is the first day that
but
I've
you
done
missed.
like decent with my rolls.
Second
And
attack.
y'all are
You have
Yeah,
a
we're really
13 total.
failing
That's a
out
miss.
here.
Second attack. They have a high armor class because they fly. They move very quickly. They're very dexterous. So you're like, Hazaka.
I got a 1, by
You
the
just
way.
fall.
I got a 1.
You fall on your butt in the dirt.
Thank you. I fall on my butt in the dirt. Do I also poop myself? Like, do you want to add it?
I get poo-poo on my pants.
Yes, that basically.
The
is
Duke
what
is like,
happens. Now the Duke's,
Zara's like,
the Duke's spell got interrupted. So you're up.
oh,
Zara?
You swing and
19.
your Morning Star strikes true. Roll
Where's Zara
damage.
go? How
Is
she
Zara
just, like,
here?
okay, how she just
She
not
can't fight.
I know, but like
She's
what?
a nerd.
6.
I will answer that question in a moment.
Wait, how do I roll damage?
Zara is the bug.
You roll your Morningstar damage. See how Morningstar is
She
written
had
on the middle of your sheet? And next to it, it says 1d something plus something.
Okay. 6.
Yes, you smash it. Roll your second attack.
Ray smash. That shouldn't count. That shouldn't count. It bounced out of the.
That's because she rolls
Try it again.
in the most speculative stage.
She got a 2 the first time and
All
a 3 the
right,
second.
it is now Amanda's turn.
Okay.
Stab, stab,
Stab, stab.
roll. First stab.
Eight-
Clutch.
Yeah, 13. That is-
And roll the second stab. That also hits.
Okay.
All right, damage for the
Why are you
rapier
making me
is the
giggle?
d8. No. Yes.
Hungry.
Add in your bonus. What's it say? Rapier
It's
1d8
3
plus something.
plus 7
Uh-huh.
plus
Stab.
11. Oh, okay.
Okay. And roll your dagger damage. That's the pyramid.
4.
Ooh, see? You kill 2.
Yeah.
Stab,
We have 3
stab.
left. We
Yeah.
have 3 left or 2? No, it's fine. 2 left.
All right. Your there's a whole swarm of them left. What do you mean?
You
3
said
or
there was
2?
like 7.
Yeah, but
That was
there's
the ones the
another
last
group.
round. Did you not hear me explain to her how like all the ones that
Oh,
she
they
sent away
just came.
first?
Those weren't a part of it. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I see.
All right, you now are
Okay, I promise.
you're next, but he's so You know what? Since his spell got interrupted, he's just going to shoot 2 flame bolts out. Hit,
Why can't the Duke just eat them?
miss.
What's the point of having the Duke?
He just
doesn't
opens
do
it.
anything.
All right, the Duke sends a flame bolt out and torches him. Now you're up.
Swallow it whole.
Now you're up.
Okay.
Now you're up.
Do the same thing.
Go. Funny how that works.
We're really out here just failing today.
Can
I'm
you just
using
like
yours.
unhinge his jaw and swallow all of them?
I unhinge my jaw.
Hey, see what happens when you take it off.
19
I never had one.
plus 7.
Never there to
It's
begin
fake.
with.
Roll that domage.
3 plus 6.
Uh-huh.
And then we get. Am I still doing thunders?
No.
Then that's it.
Yeah. You kill another one.
Testing
All
my
right.
rolls.
Unak whips 2 more boulders.
Okay, can I do thunders?
One boulder does damage,
13
and it
over and
does,
over again.
yes, that much damage. Another bug gets smashed by a large rock. All right, you look behind you, and you see a moving boulder, and you realize that it's not, in
Sorshe?
fact, a boulder. It is a gray cloak that somehow looks like a boulder, and it moved ever so slightly.
Pull it off.
Is it a
Pull
new
off.
enemy?
It's off.
It's Zara.
Oh.
I'm gonna crawl under there with her.
Okay,
Pussy.
Is it like an invisibility cloak?
so
I've saved all your asses so many
Attacks.
times.
And
that could be it. 2, 3, 4, 5,
I tried my
6.
best.
Oh, bro.
You do. You put in that effort. She puts in
I
the
can't do
work.
anything against bugs.
K9, wake
It's
up.
okay.
K9, wake up. K9,
You guys
wake up.
see the Duke get stung hard by one of these things, like in the shoulder, and he spins.
Okay,
Oh,
we
no.
need to protect the Duke. Can I cast Aura of Protection on everybody?
Can I just like pick up the Duke
Again?
and throw him under the cloak?
No.
Can I?
Yeah. Unak also gets hit by 1. That could be a hit. What's your armor class?
15.
Nope, that misses.
I'm so hungry.
That's a miss. That could be a hit.
We're just gonna.
No, that's a miss. That's probably a hit. Unak again.
Baby.
5 more.
If Unak dies, Loki, we brought him here for a reason, and it was to take those
Miss.
hits. That's what I was saying.
Uh-oh. That's gonna hit hard.
God.
That's
But-
God
Are we
saying,
finally
there you
killing
go.
off Reagan?
You take 2. You take another poison and another regular stab.
So I just have
Second
2 damage
to
from
last
that?
one. Yeah. And the last one is most definitely a hit with a 19 plus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Abby's gonna take some damage. 4 hit points plus make a Constitution saving throw to see if you get poisoned.
How much?
So you roll a d20 and you add in whatever your
So 0.
Constitution. Yeah, awesome. You fail.
And that's where
So
you'll
you're gonna
find
take
out.
two more
Constitution
damage.
is 0.
So 6.
Next
Yeah.
week.
Next week.
So 6 total.
Bill.
All right. All of the people who got stung.
He can't just stop in the middle.
Next
of the
round, you'll have to take another roll. So
Yeah.
that is top of the order. Your turn. Now your flaming sphere. Roll your two points of 2 dice for damage because there's a whole swarm of them. And as you hover it above, ooh, that's the damage you're looking at. Fail. Huge fail. All right, now you're gonna roll 2d6 to determine how many of them go through the flaming sphere of death. You want to roll high. So they, first of all, they take huge damage.
10.
Abby!
Is that an angry
So you
Abby
guys,
or good
that's a massive Abby. You guys see Tetra
Home
look
run.
straight up and she kind of moves, she kind of like circles her
She said
flaming
11.
sphere. And you see you see a whole bunch of these bugs just get scorched and like fall dead all around you. It's like cicada season. There's just crunchy, toasted bodies.
Oh, that was Reagan? I thought that was...
All right, you roll. Your turn.
Do I know what I'm finna do?
There's only 2 left.
I'm gonna take both my hands and go,
I don't know. K9's not really doing good at his job today.
bro!
This is
Miss.
so chaotic. I'm like stressed out.
Because my hands are cold.
bouncing.
K9 said, ooh,
Miss.
TikTok.
All right, you're up. Miss. And
What a...
hit. Roll damage.
What I've been doing is
You
K9
kill one
wake
of
up,
them.
K9 wake up, K9 wake
You're
up.
up. Stab, stab. There's 1 left.
17.
That's a hit. Roll damage for the first thing. You might not even need the second one. D8, the other diamond. Yes. There's the clutch move.
Yay!
You know like shish kebabs? You basically shish kebab like, with your rapier and like it's dead.
And I take a
and
bite
it's-
out of it.
It's like on there.
I have protection of poison so that she can do that.
And you like fling it off and there's like guts. All of you are covered in bug guts.
Except for me, please.
I mean like seriously, when I say
No.
seriously
I am
covered in
exempt.
bug
It's inside, they're inside of you.
Pretty please.
all over you.
Do
Like
not say
you
that.
have to find a stream to get this stuff off because you know that it is not
Okay,
right.
is
Can
the
I
Duke
just step
okay?
into
Can I
my
go check
sphere
up
of
on
fire?
him?
The Duke is very wounded.
That makes me nervous. How do we
You
know?
have healing and she has healing. The Duke and Unok took a lot of damage.
have
Now you
divine
also
health.
took some. Are you going to donate your
I think Abby
lay on
should.
hands?
Abby should.
Yes.
How many
yes.
points of your lay on hands?
I have healing powers too.
Well, let's go.
If I do cure wounds. Oh, and we have
All
health
right.
potions.
You see he feels to be much better.
We have a health potion, don't we?
Yeah, but you have spells.
Okay, so I have cure wounds.
I also have cure wounds.
Abby will do it.
I would
It's
say
okay.
roll 1 for
What do you mean?
Unok and then 1 for
She's
yourself.
rolling cure wounds.
Yeah, what if I don't want to heal myself? Because
Well,
I
then
didn't
you
take
don't.
that much.
I know, we're
Okay.
doing it
I
for the
could
Duke.
just sleep it off.
So you
also
cure
Unok
wounds,
kinda wanted
Unok, and
Oh, I thought he said
he
was
nods
talking
to you
about
and
the
he's
Duke,
like,
but-
Kashki sama mosho.
Okay, I'm gonna do
Like,
that for
I
Unok
love
now.
you. Can I say I love you, Unok? You're my favorite.
Wait, who we
He's
healing?
like,
Unok or the Duke?
The Duke, well, you could do a cure wounds on the Duke because he got wounded the most.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
I do that. I got a 1.
That's clutch. Right. So fortunately, Beth blew all of her lay on hands healing, but between the two of you guys, Unok and the Duke seem to be doing much better and they're not suffering.
Okay. Can we have them like?
That is
try-
great.
Can we,
That's
have
what
them
we like to
break?
hear.
Unok, yeah. So you guys are like kind of getting, like you're like looking around and stuff, and you see like as this quiet has come about, like from underneath the cloak, Zara like peeks out and she's like,
Can we send the
"What
Duke
were
to
those
go with her?
things?" She's like, "That I've never seen anything like that."
Nothing.
She's like,
Wait, are we done or are there more coming?
"No, you scattered the remaining ones. You
I
killed
thought
in
we
that
were still
last
fighting.
flaming sphere.
I
You
was-
killed 10 of them."
I was still scared.
So you guys see clearly that like both Unok and the Duke are looking at these things and like you get the feeling that like they've never seen these kind of things before.
Because he
And, and neither has Zara. And you notice like Zara like pulls out 2 different books from her backpack and she's like paging through and like looking at them. She opens up her journal and she starts like sketching them. So after all the healing's done and you guys kind of like clean off your weapons and stuff, you move along, you travel as far as you can away from this point, and you reach a small stream coming out of the mountains, and it is so refreshing to see. And like Unok walks over and he just takes his like shirt and pants off and gets into the stream and like washes the bug guts off. And the Duke kind of goes up and you know like washes his hands and his face. And they clean up.
So
Yeah, that's what we like to hear.
Do you guys clean up or do you
yeah,
walk around
yeah,
with
we
bug
clean.
guts on you?
We clean.
Okay, so you take like 20 minutes, whatever. You guys also like after you clean up, you break out some of your rations. You're having lunch, and during lunch, Zara's looking at this book, and she stops and she's like, "Wait a minute." She goes, "Would you say that those flying creatures that we just encountered would you say that they looked like this? And she holds up like the book that she was looking into. It seems to be like a very old book, and it has like sketches, and it's not her journal. This is like another actual book. And she shows you a picture of a flying creature with a carapace and wings and a long stinger, and it looks very similar to what you encountered.
Sure thing, doll.
Is it like a nature guide kind of thing?
Yeah,
Like-
it's kind of like it looks like one of those, very early, scientific
Yeah.
sort of studies of animals
Is
and
there a
creatures.
description?
So there is, and it's written in Elvish, and she says, "Do you think that this looks like what we just encountered?"
Yes.
She goes, funny, because supposedly this creature has been extinct for 300 years.
Oh.
And that's where we're going to end this episode of the Vixens.
That was good.
Hope you enjoyed, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Hello and welcome to D&D with high school students.
Hold on a second.
Mother.
Dave?
All right.
Put your microphones down on the tabla.
I'm sorry to everybody who didn't. I'm so sorry. That sounded sarcastic.
Dun, 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 dun.